Hey YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, the American African. Today I'm going to be covering tools you can use to lose 10, 20, 30 pounds in a month. This is part 2 of my first video on tips of how to lose 10, 30, 20 pounds in a month. All right. So first of all, we got a scale, okay? Now, plain and simple, a scale, you got to measure. Everything here is about measurement. Scale, Apple Watch to track steps and exercises, tape measure for when the scale fails. Everything is about measurement, you know, even on the phone. The app I recommend is MyFitnessPal. It goes hand in hand with the scale. You see, everything lines up. It's all one organization, okay? Just like your body, everything works together, you feel me? So something that's really key that you have to measure. You have to measure, because if you don't measure, you don't know where you're messing up. You don't know where you're succeeding. You know, when you find out where you're messing up, you can fix it. When you find out where you're succeeding, you can repeat it. All right. So with the scale, you need a scale that also measures body fat. Okay. The name of the game, really, when it comes to weight loss, really, we don't want to just lose weight. We want to lose body fat. Losing body fat is something you should chase. Okay. Reducing body fat, I should say. There's times when the scale stalls, and it can be anxiety inducing. It can really get to you mentally. So what do you do when that happens? You pull out the tape measure, okay? You pull out the tape measure, okay? You measure your neck, all right? You measure your waist. You measure your hips, okay? You measure your hips, all right? You put it around there. You see where it's at. You compare it to where it was before. You'll be happy, all right? So anytime the scale fails, you pull out the tape measure. The tape measure always tells the truth, all right? The scale doesn't lie either. It's just that we have things that we have to think about, like water weight, you know, and all sorts of other things. You know, there's so much things going on in the body. You just never know. So don't be afraid to pull out the tape measure if you're really starting to wane, all right? Tape measure goes hand in hand with the scale. You need a scale that measures body fat. You know, you want a scale that kind of measures everything, but you don't have to get too aggressive in the beginning. It's really up to your liking. How much do you want to track? Food scale. You guys never see me use a food scale on my YouTube videos, only because usually when I'm going that deep into the calculations, I just really want to focus, and trying to record a video while doing it kind of annoys me, okay? That's just the truth. But first 4 months of weight loss for me in 2019, I used the food scale. And because I used that food scale, now I kind of know, okay, if I cut a pepper in half, how many ounces is that? How many calories? How many carbs? I know. So I don't really measure my stuff, but if you're starting out or you're having issues where the numbers ain't adding up to weight loss, or weight loss as fast as you're expecting, pull out the food scale, just measure everything, okay? And even when you pour oil, honestly, if you're doing a ketogenic diet, you don't really have to measure stuff like that. But if you're having issues, don't be afraid to also take a look at ingredient labels, nutrition labels, and see how many calories per tablespoon, and add that into your MyFitnessPal app, okay? MyFitnessPal is free. They do have a paid version, which will actually give you just pretty much a better view of things, but you don't need the paid version. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks, exercises, everything. It even calibrates with the Apple Watch. My steps come in here. If I do exercises, it comes in here. It subtracts those calories from my total. You know, everything works together, okay? This watch syncs with my phone. This scale syncs with my phone. The food scale does not, but it's not supposed to, okay? The Apple Watch, you know, you don't have to use an Apple Watch. You can use a Fitbit. You can use Samsung Watch. It doesn't matter. Use whatever you want, okay? Use whatever you want. I happen to use Apple products because I got them for free, okay? I got my Apple phone originally from work for free. I got an Apple Watch for free. It's a long story. Some of y'all might know that story. I got them for free. Naturally, I gravitated to Apple. Even one thing I didn't put here is my AirPods. You know, AirPods are integral for me when I exercise. You know, and everything incorporates with the watch. So, and the phone app. So, you know, I just became an Apple person. But you don't have to use Apple. Use whatever you want. Everything syncs. Almost everything syncs with MyFitnessPal. At the end of the day, and the name of the game is counting, measuring. So do what you got to do to achieve that. But these are my tools. These are the tools you will need to use for weight loss. There's plenty of tools you can use, but I find these tools to be essential. You need a scale. You need to measure yourself. You need to take measure to measure yourself. You need a food scale to measure your food, okay? You know, think about this. The diet that I'm promoting, right, is like this clean keto, right? Again, this is for 1 month, 30 pounds, boom. How do you know how much ounces of pepper that you cut up is, or some spinach that you cut up is, or meat that you cut up is? Like, how do you know? You gotta use a food scale. You know, you gotta use a food scale. And then you'll gain a pattern where you're eating the same portion size, and you don't really gotta measure. But originally, you kind of need to know. Okay, when I cut up a pepper, this is how much it was. When I cut up an onion, this way, this much. This is how much it was. You kind of need to know. You take that, you put it in MyFitnessPal. It crunches everything for you. You know. You need to watch. You know, you need to track your steps. You need to get an idea of how much physical activity you're doing, okay? And getting something to measure that will also push you to do more. And the name of the game, honestly, is funny, but you gotta do more, right? You need to lose weight, then you gotta do more. You gotta burn more energy. You gotta eat less energy, burn more energy, calories in, calories out. It's the name of the game, no matter what diet you choose. You know, I personally promote ketosis because it's worked for me. And it's the #1 diet to burn fat, burn body fat. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, American African. Like, comment, subscribe. It's part 2. I'll catch you. Peace. And.